Okay, so this is like take 1 million of this short video that I just wanted to put together quickly, because between me being completely incoherent and then my son crying out the lounge room, it hasn't really generated what I wanted to get across. So take 1,000,001. I just want to have a really quick discussion around goal setting, and the reason I want to talk about goal setting is because whether you are someone who has gone through a separation or a relationship breakdown recently, or whether you're one of the rest of the population who is still going to be going through 2021 to 2022, the new year, it's a really good opportunity and a great excuse to reset and refocus and think, okay, well, what's my purpose moving into the new year and what goals do I really want to achieve? So I'm gonna keep it short and keep it succinct, because there's two things I want to mention. One of them is the very frequently taught and referred to SMART approach to goal setting, and the other thing is just how I set goals. And I think that everybody sets goals differently, and I think that as individuals our brains work differently, so we do need to work through it differently. Said a lot of differently's there. But even if my approach maybe gives you an idea or just sort of flags a way you could do it that is better for you, that's great. If you want to completely just go off my idea, that's great too. It's not like a genius idea, it's just the way I do it. So the SMART approach, it is an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant and time-based. And I think I do that without really thinking about it. Many people probably do, but if you want to actually sort of nut out your goal around the SMART approach, then do that too. So just the example I'm going to use is that it's one that's been on my vision board and goal list for about 3 years. And for one reason or another, I haven't achieved it. It's not a huge thing, but I really want a pool. Nothing big, nothing exciting, like a cheap above ground pool at my house. We don't live anywhere near the beach. I love being in the water. We have a tiny house. It's not fancy. It's really not fancy. And I would just love a little place to rest and rejuvenate and cool down, because our air conditioning's broken. I could just fix the air conditioning, way cheaper. We'll probably do that in the interim. But working through this pool scenario, is it specific? Yeah, it's specific. Like, I've got all the Pinterest shots of exactly how I want it to look, so that's done, specific. Is it measurable? Yeah, I either have a pool or I don't. So far, measurement wise, I've not achieved this goal, but I can certainly measure how far I've gotten to it. Is it attainable? I think so. Lots of people have pools, like I'm pretty sure it's a thing, but yeah, at this stage, is it attainable? I'm hoping in 2022 it is. Is it relevant? Hell yes, I really, really want a pool, and it would just be something that I really, really enjoy. If I'm around a pool, I pretty much exist in it. I'm not a mermaid, I'm not someone who goes to the beach, but I really just like laying in water, and I'm sure a lot of people do. So is it relevant to me? Yes, and it's relevant to my family. My child is a total water baby and he would love it. And time-based, I've actually this year set down October. I've done this before, like 2 years ago. I set down October as the deadline, but this time I'm definitely making it happen. October, I can be held accountable because of this video. So the deadline is October, which is when I hopefully have my brother, sister-in-law and nephew visiting from the United States. Fingers crossed. COVID. So that's the SMART approach. And then the other side of it is how I choose what goals I'm going to set. And I basically work through 5 areas of my life. And I go, okay, I want to work through something that is relevant to my relationships with my family, my career, my health and well-being, my home and finances, and usually something that's like about my social, my relationships. So the pool example fits into the home and finance. So obviously I have to be financially able to get the pool stuff, to build it and get it built. And it's part of my home, so it's part of building the home that I really want to be in all the time. And I love our house. It's tiny and it's old and things break all the time and the air conditioner's broken. I'm going to keep saying that. But we have an amazing view and we've got lovely neighbours, touch wood, they've all been lovely, and we've got heaps of space and it's green and beautiful. So that's my approach. I work through and go, okay, these are the areas, and I sort of pick like a main thing from each of those areas. And it's more like, apart from the pool being a physical, like tangible goal that I've set, most of them are more about sort of how I want to feel. So I want to have more quality time with my son and my husband, because I've committed a lot of time to my career this year, and in my career next year I want to make it about working to the highest standard and to, you know, putting out work that is of a really high quality. So it's probably a little bit harder on the measurable scale, but I guess those things are a little bit different to the pool, which is a completely tangible, measurable thing. Anyway, so that's how I set goals, and I'm sharing this video because I think in family law and in life it is like vital to us as human beings to always have something to strive for and to look forward to and to motivate us and to be enthusiastic about, because without those things we will often curl up in a corner and feel like crap. So if now is the time to make the excuse to put down your goals, whether you jot them down in a list, whether you make a vision board, whether you record a freaking video where you say this is what I'm going to achieve so that you can hold yourself accountable to it, it doesn't really matter. You do what is going to resonate with you. I love lists and I also love vision boards, so I usually do both, because I'm like a super pain in the ass person that just has to have everything done over and over again. Anyway, my husband is now singing outside the window and he's really loud. So I'm going to finish this video and hope that you go away, and if not today or tomorrow or the next day, that you do make some time for yourself in the coming weeks to put down at least 1, 2, 3 goals for next year. And I would love to hear when you achieve them. Okay, thank you.